What is up, my Broodwar brothers? Welcome back to another replay cast with your boy Saiyan SC. We've got Dewalt spawning here in the top right-hand corner of Eclipse, and down in the bottom left-hand corner, of course, we've got Saxery here. So, as promised, another Saxery versus Dewalt game. These guys pretty well matched in this matchup. Oh my god, I didn't take that away. Guys, I had to restart this cast because I muted my mic, and so this is my second attempt. We're not gonna start this one over again. But yeah, not going well so far. Yeah, you didn't see anything too revealing, did ya? It's gonna be a long game. This is the type of games that I like, guys, is like to see some longer games. So sorry for my bias. I don't really even look at the games unless they're more than 15 minutes long, because who wants to just watch a Hydralisk bust or whatever? It's kind of boring. It can be exciting if it's in a big tournament or something like that. That's kind of fun to watch, but really there's not much divergence. There's not much difference between a rank player who's doing a Hydralisk bust and an S rank player who's doing a Hydralisk bust. It's really similar, and I feel like the big divergence happens more so in late game situations when these players can really shine, when they can really show off what they're made out of. Looks like we got a Nexus first here from Dewalt, so that's going to give him a big old advantage to start this one off. We started with the 12 hatch for Saxery. He's going to be grabbing his third base, but he went 12 hatch, then pool, then gas, so he's going to be behind in this game, just to give you a feeling of where we're starting things off here. This is not a good situation for Saxery. It's not it's doable. It's not an impossible situation, but it's just a rough spot that Saxery's going to have to fight his way out of. So Dewalt already taking a slight advantage here, purely based off the build order. It's going to be getting his gateway down, and it's going to be a much faster cybernetics core, and of course a faster Corsair because of this early build win. He's just got a lot more money to work with. A lot more probes here. You can see 19 probes already. There's the layer coming down, so we will have pretty quick spire for Saxery, but it's gonna be a tough fight here. So looks like that Cybernetic score just about to finish up here. Third base being spotted. He knows exactly where that's going to be. So all the information is available right now to Dewalt. The only nice thing I'll say for Saxery's position here is he only built 2 lings. So only building 2 lings means he's got quite a few extra drones. He's been droning up really hard here. He's already at 19, so he doesn't have anything to worry about except for this first Zealot. That one Zealot could be a problem if it comes across the map right now, but he's already popped out 4 lings. He knows the timing on that. He's seen it move out most likely with the Overlord, so he knows and is going to be ready to deal with that. Looks like there's the Spire going down in kind of a weird spot. I don't know why that's going down right there. Yeah, it is that Spire. Yeah, kind of a strange location for that to be built, but you know, a lot of the time you do see spires in the main base end up getting picked off, right? You get like a wall in here, and then if there's a Zealot run by, they run up into the main base and just target the spire. So maybe that's an okay position. I almost feel like putting it behind the minerals would be better though, because you can absolutely get good surface area on this with some Zealots if that's what you're going for. Not too much going on right now. Looks like a huge spread of lings all around the map here for Saxery, just making good use out of that 420 APM on Dewalt's side. 250, that's about where he sits for the most part. 250 APM. He sees these lings out here in the front. He's not even gonna... Oh, he's actually looking for this Overlord. He doesn't see it. Nice pullback from Saxtree. Gonna possibly save that. And Dewalt just gonna go across the map, checking out to see there's no Hydralisk coming. And he's gonna find 0 Hydralisk being produced. Just pure dronage from Saxtree. 30 drones. He's keeping up relatively well on those drones, considering that 2 Nexus have been on the map for quite a while. He's going to start that probe production once again. I was actually starting to feel like, well, what is he doing? Is he actually stopping that for a while? But no, he is going to resume that probe production. 40 probes, a pretty good amount to fight with on 2 bases. But if you want to go up into a longer game, if you want to get into 3 base, you kind of got to get up to about 50, 60 probes. That's really the sweet spot where you can produce off of 8, 9 gateways and get robo and all that other stuff. So he is going to continue to build up that probe count. On the other side, Saxtree getting this nice little Sim City going here, and he is going to have to deal with this with this group of Corsairs, and of course the DT as well coming in. Looks like the first bit of damage going to come down here from Dewalt. Going to deal with this 1 creep colony, looks like. Try to do as much damage as he can. No Overlord speed. Where's Overlord speed? We don't have that research, and it's not on the way. So, oh gosh. He's going to lose one of these sunken colonies. He might lose a second. This Overlord is taking forever. Where is it even going? I think he must be producing an Overlord. No, he's not. He's not producing an Overlord. What is going on? 6 kills, 7 kills, 8 kills, 9 kills. Holy crap, this is so much damage right now. For our Russian Protoss player, 11 kills on this DT. He's going to get more, 12. Oh my god, 12 kills. Oh, it looks like something happened with these mutas. Maybe getting a kill on some Zealots or possibly some Corsairs there. But this is the real story here. This DT with 14 kills. Are you kidding me? Why did he not produce an Overlord at this base? I feel like that would be the obvious choice, but he just didn't do it. Now there's a Archon coming up here. Going to deal that damage to the Overlord. Pick that off, and that's going to supply block Saxtree. He's trying to fight with mutas. Got to spread him out a little bit, though. Look at these mutas just eating so much damage. He does manage to kill that Archon and secure his base, but this is a rough situation. 28 workers here. Flies in with the Corsairs. There's only 3 Corsairs though, and that's a lot of Scourge. Oh my god, that's way too many Scourge. That's so much overkill. 3 or 4 drones pop out, just getting immediately massacred here by Dewalt, just picking off so much economy here for our Zerg player. He's got 28 drones left over. There we go. Starts to pop out some more, but that is just a entirely ravaged economy. He knows now that all the Corsairs are gone, so without any air superiority here, gonna have to build quite a few Archons in order to do any pushing out, because this is still a decent supply of mutas. Now these mutas can't really engage with this unless they just pick at the edges of this army, try to get some shots, some free shots on these Zealots. Pretty much the only thing he can do right now. What do we have back at home? More and more mutas popping out here. Some extra creep colonies coming down as well. So it looks like he's going to have a pretty decent defense overall with the Sunkens, but I think the air might end up just getting cleared here with this number of Archons plus the Corsairs. Yeah, he's going to lose quite a bit. There's the Zealots coming forward. The Sunken colonies getting in the way here. He does clear both the Corsairs, so that's big. And these Archons aren't going to be able to get back here and connect with the mutas. So nice defense, really nice defense from Saxtree. Just parking over top of this Vespian, guys. They're not allowing the Archons to get their hits in. And forcing back this pretty sizable army from Dewalt, not allowing it to connect. Looks like we've got lurkers on the way as well. Lurker aspect. I feel like this area way easier to break through if Dewalt were to try and get in here. There's only 2 Sunkens. You can just run by this little hole here if there's no egg or anything in the way. He does put an egg there now, but if he'd come directly to this area, run by with the zealots and get on top of these, I think this game might have been over. Trying to get in on top of these sunkens is just way too hard. You just can't really do it. So Dewalt maybe missing a bit of an opportunity there, and now Saxtree out on the map could be coming up to deny this base here. Might end up getting forced back by the... Oh, no, lurkers pop out. So, yeah, these zealots are going to have to run for it. And this is a good opportunity here. If Saxtree manages to find this third, he could end up canceling that. He's going to instead dive here into the main base and gets that Corsair. He's going to get the second cannon as well. Maybe he can get a bunch of probe kills. The Archon going to be caught up on these probes pretty badly, which is super, super annoying. You can't actually hit these mutas. Very, very frustrating stuff. But the mutas, they failed to deny this base. This third base is going to come up here. And Dewalt turned around. He's got to go back home. Looks like Queen's Nest on the way. That hive is started. There's only a few lurkers defending. I think 4 lurkers total right now. He's still building mutas, surprisingly. But 3 base versus 3 base, not going to be a good situation for Saxtree. He needs to move out on the map, take a bit of map control, maybe get a third, a sneaky fourth would be nice. Either one of these 2 bases is a good choice. I don't think he has the numbers really right now to hold off, for example, this base right here. It would be a real tough sell here against 3 Archons and this number of Dragoons as well. What do we got for upgrades? 200, and we've got no upgrades for Zerg, so 2 upgrade lead here for Protoss. Kind of a standard situation in that regard. You usually see Protoss with at least 1 upgrade ahead of their opponent, but it's still not good for the Zerg player. You really want to get some upgrades going. We've had this evolution chamber for a long time, but there's the first upgrade coming out now, I think. Is there an upgrade? Oh, no, he got armor. Never mind. Armor is done now, so he has an armor upgrade. There's no third upgrade spinning right now for Dewalt, so that might be a problem, might be an issue. Still more damage coming from these mutas, getting a few probe kills here and there, but he's managed to get himself up to 45 probes, like 50 probes, kind of where you want to be. He's got 3 Nexus, so he can build up that probe count a little bit further, get up to about 50-60 workers, and he needs to raise his gateway count as well. What do we've only got, how many is this? No, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, 8 9 10. Okay, yeah, 10 gateways definitely good enough. I forgot that there was 2 in the natural, but he's going to be able to field a fine army with that number of gateways here. It looks like a backstab getting prepared for Saxtree. That's a lot of lings, man. How many lings is that? It's got to be like 24 lings. This position, I don't know about this one. That's it's a lot of lurkers. That's a lot of lings, I'll say. That's not a whole lot of lurkers, though. Gotta bring these up, too. Looks like Dewalt gonna come and attack this area. Oh, man. This is a problem. Saxtree doesn't know that this is coming. If he did, he would probably send everything he's got up to this location and just fill this with lurkers. But I think I'm a little bit afraid. Maybe Dewalt going to come down here and break this position. His army quality is really high right now. And just pure ling with a few lurkers, not going to cut it against this number of Archon with a few storms and this just so many DTs. Do we have a Defiler? There's the Defiler. Oh my god. How far off are we from Consume? No, we've got Consume. Plague is ready as well. So, or Plague is on the way right now, so he's got to have Consume. Consume. This is hard. Got to throw down the Consume and the Dark Swarm. There we go. Gets the Dark Swarm out. And that should be enough, I think, to hold this back. Zealot's just running into Lurker Spines. Not the best, but he is getting out some good storms. He's got these Archons to frontline here for the the dragons, but dragons literally doing nothing, just sitting there, completely worthless there in the back. And it looks like Saxry will hold on. Double upgrades going now for Dewalt. He's going to be getting 1-1 here for the shields and the armor very shortly. So that's a nice addition right now. We've got, of course, +1 attack and armor here coming, or +2 attack and armor coming for Saxry. So once that's done, these Lings are going to be hitting a lot harder. There's the first plague of the game. Nice plague on some of these Dragoons. That's really the target you're looking for with those plagues. Just try to get these Dragoons down to 2 HP. Makes them so much easier to pick off. There's another great plague. Oh man, Dewalt just kind of chilling with his army, sitting kind of complacently there, waiting for the reinforcements. Just gets a huge amount of ketchup on his army. The sticky army there. He does move forward here just a little bit. There's no Defiler that I can see, but we've got the Nidus, and there's the Defiler popping out. Just going to go ahead and run forward with some more Plague. I think all of these are already plagued, so it's not really very worth it, but could still try to go for it. Going for this clump would be huge. Looks like we've got some Lings coming in for the counterattack, but there's plenty of units on the backside. Whoa! Holy cow. We got some Guardians over here. This is what, 6-kill Guardian? Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming. Guardians over here in the natural doing some damage. Looks like he did manage to reduce the probe count just a little bit. And some Scourge keeping these alive too. The Corsairs not able to do their job and push these away. I don't know how worth it is to go for this type of attack with a few Guardians here. There wasn't any minerals left. I think he just killed, you know, a couple of buildings here and a couple of probes on the gas. I don't know if that's really... Yeah, you get rid of that gas. I guess it would be nice to transfer some down there and keep that gas mining going. Although he does have this one and this one, which are still with a plenty of gas here. So I guess it's fine. Saxry going to go ahead and take the base down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Only a few Lings there and a Defiler to hold that off, but he is going to send his Guardians back, it looks like. Keep the Guardian over here. Just defend this base. That's hilarious. Looks like the army going to move and reposition here. No longer interested in taking on this huge defense. Instead, going to look for perhaps a break at the natural. That's a little bit easier. I mean, a little bit more doable here for Dewalt at this point. Maybe he can get through with the lack of lurkers in this position. Yeah, it looks like Saxer just a little bit slow to respond here. He does pop through a few lurkers, but one decent storm on this Nidus network will shut this down pretty hard. Wow, the Zealots are grouping up so closely, so tightly in this area and just getting mauled by the lurker spines. That is rough, man. A ton of supply went down there while he was trying to break through that location. I think Saxry's held on very nicely and efficiently against this army. Really whittling down Dewalt here, who is still on 4 base. I don't know where he's going to have an opportunity to take a 5th. Whereas Saxry, he's already got his 5th finishing up here, and he could pretty easily take this 6th base as well. We'll see if he ends up throwing a drone towards that location. Trying to break up this ramp here, but it seems almost hopeless. With so many Lings coming down, a big plague on all these units, and Dewalt just in full retreat here. How is he going to be able to fight this army? There's just so much now, and the supplies have evened out completely. With a 154 to 154, how hilarious is that? They just, 156, they went down at the exact same time. But Dewalt, I mean... he's got to head home with this army, man. He's got to go somewhere where he can actually take a decent fight. Maybe go down to this corner here and try to take that base instead of continuously trying to fight uphill against an entrenched position like this. Oh my god, that's so many lurkers. You just cannot make it up this ramp. There's no way. There's the Dark Swarm. We should have a Nidus network on the way, as well as just a couple of Sunkens going to be produced here. And really the ultimate is going to be having some spores here as well. And then you can't even get close, because the observers will just keep on getting picked off. He's going to try and come up here, maybe stop this base from going down. Ooh. Storms his own Templar and observer. That's a little bit painful. But he's got plenty of bank to work with here. He could bring a probe down here and just build a crap ton of cannons. Maybe put a robo here. Start making some reavers as well. Meanwhile, Saxry taking the base up in the top left-hand corner. So many lurkers moving through the middle of the map here. He's just cranking them out. He's going to come and attack this fourth base. We'll see if Dewalt can hold on against this. He's bringing his whole army over here. He's aware that this attack may be coming. Oh, is this a Templar drop? Let me see. Oh yeah, we got some Templar coming through. Maybe he can get some damage going on here. We'll keep an eye on that while this attack is going through. Big Dark Swarms coming down here on all of the lurkers in the back line. He's getting prepared. Oh, nice storm there to stop that. Big storm drop here. Gonna pick off quite a few workers. Not the most, though, because not many drones have actually been transferred to this location as of yet. But still doing a little damage there. Nicely done. Gonna get this Guardian picked off as well. But meanwhile, this area right here, just so painful to try and break through. Nice plague against all these zealots, dude. This is... oh. The catch-up army is going to have such a hard time breaking through the lurkers, man. These zealots just have no HP whatsoever. 1 HP, dude. Even with that armor, like what this armor is now useless. Absolutely useless. Another Dark Swarm down in the front. There's not too many Dark Swarms on these lurkers, so it's a potential possibility. No, never mind. I was thinking he might be able to break some of these lurkers with the dragon number that he's got, but just not able to deal with them. The Archons here just sitting in the back. They're not ready to engage yet, and the lurkers are hitting their spines on all these Dragoons and Zealots in the front. Some storms are going down. He's trying to hold on to this base as well at the same time, but Saxry just mass linging it, sending them straight up the ramp into these Archons and Storms. Not going to be the best, but I think with a few more rallies, he should be able to break this down, potentially. We do have quite a few Storms left over and some cannons on high ground. No Defiler here. Bringing up the defenses in order to break this location. Gonna send them back, though, as these Zealots reinforcements do arrive. That means that those Zealots reinforcements weren't sent to this top left-hand corner, though. We do have Dewalt with full max supply and a lot of Archons coming forward. Let's see if he can break through this location. Tons of lurkers come running forward and just crush the Templars here in the front. That was painful to watch. Looks like 3 lurkers stacked on top of each other, though. Do end up getting picked off. Wow, this lurker just does not die. What is going on here? This lurker was 16 HP. Just stays alive forever. And another run forward here. Tons more lurkers coming up. Tons of lings coming with the Dark Swarm as well. Is this the moment? Is this the time where he can break through? It's really, really close. These cannons just not able to do anything except to these lings that come running out the front of the Dark Swarm here. More and more Dark Swarms being rained down in the front, and it's like, why are you still building Dragoons at this point? They're so useless against this attack. I guess you kind of have to keep building them. You need some sort of a ranged attack, but it's like they're just doing nothing right now. Maybe you can pick up one. Get that one. Oh, nice. Gets one lurker. There's some more catch-up being thrown down on these Zealots here. These Zealots are going to go ahead and throw away their lives for ire before they run out of HP from that. pretty good use of those. Might as well just run them in, because if you pull them back, they're going to lose all their HP, and it's not going to be worth it. It's like 1 or 2 Ling. No, it's just a random Defiler there at the back is chilling, and Dewalt has secured this base down here. He's only 1 base behind his opponent, which is, of course, this base in the top left-hand corner. It's not good to let the Zerg have that, but the map is pretty well split here. What do we have for minerals on the Zerg side of things? He's still got some in the main. Protoss is getting pretty dried up, man. This is a little bit scary, actually. Saxry just continuing to push forward here. He hasn't ceded any ground. He's just keeping on right on top of his Protoss opponent. Great storm there on those 3 lurkers there in the front. He's going to break through the majority of these, but does have to pull back as these lurkers in the back start to deal their damage. There's not really too much else going on the map. Everything is being focused into this area right now. Getting a nice zoomed out view here as just endless lings come across the map and meet up with this army. Look, we've got even more down here. This is everything that Dewalt has. His supply still pretty high. Doing a pretty good job of keeping that supply high. 180 to 130. That's a very even game here in Zerg versus Protoss. But the top left-hand base, this base is not going to get taken out anytime soon. It's really strong right now. If he loses an observer at this moment, that would be super painful. I feel like a switch into Reaver would be really strong right now. If you just throw down a Robo right here and just start producing Reavers, these Lings and Lurkers that are just running forward get absolutely minced. Here we go with a ton of Lurker Ling running forward, but just turning around and running straight back out again. All the Lings get completely destroyed. A couple of the Lurkers die as well. And I guess Saxry thinking twice about that attack. Like, if he burrowed there, I think he was just going to get stormed absolutely to death. He's going to send these on the defense instead. Throwing down so many Sunkens here. Oh my god. He knows that this location is going to be the fighting point on this map. This is going to be the where everything goes down. This is where the tides can turn here. Up here in the top left-hand corner. I want to see him make a couple of spores as well. Spores are so strong in this type of situation. When you've got this many Sunkens, and you just build a spore in the front. There it is. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's so hard to break through this now. Your observer has to be like back here, otherwise it's just gonna die. Maybe you can bring it like up here or something, but it's just not an easy situation to break through. And you can't kill the Overlord and then break through with just a Dark Templar or something like that. It's just not gonna happen. So I think that this game will probably end with Dewalt trying to break through this location and then a huge counterattack coming through and destroying this base most likely. He's still going to mine for quite a long time over here, but eventually this is going to run out. Eventually that's going to run out. This is already run out here. Main base natural is run out, or has run out, excuse me. Sorry guys, I don't know how to English. Now, we do have some bases finally mining out here for the Zerg player as well. This base is getting kind of low. Let's take a look at the mineral count. 500 minerals roughly on each of those patches. More Guardians being produced here. I don't know about the Guardian switch, but I guess it's alright. Might as well. Looks like Dewalt going on the offensive here. He knows he can't break through that top left-hand corner. He's instead going to head towards the main base. Maybe he can get in here and deal a crippling blow to Saxry. That's a possibility. Three more Guardians coming through over in this area. He's throwing down storms to try and deal with those. Oh my god, he missed that storm. That is frustrating. Another storm going to go down. He does pick off those Guardians, but more Guardian harassment here for Saxry is coming up. He's going to try and break through this location. It's really the last mining base for Dewalt, and if he loses that base, this game is going to end very, very quickly. Looks like these poor Archons just not able to do anything about the Guardians with their long range. Maybe he can just throw in a storm here. He hasn't done it just yet, but he definitely has the energy for it. Looks like coming through the middle of the map here with 4,000 minerals in the bank. Oh my goodness, he is finally getting the Reavers with that Scarab damage upgrade. I love it. Scarab damage is highly underrated in these late game situations. It's so strong. Those Reavers can just pummel lurkers and lings that are running up ramps like this. Looks like, oh my god, he's actually going to get up here. This is crazy. Where are the storms? It looks like he doesn't have any storms left. He's going to have to bring his full army down here in order to defend this. Oh man, this is getting scary. I think he's actually going to clear this and hold on to this base for now, but all these lurkers dealing a bunch of damage on the left-hand side. There's no observer on my screen right now. I don't know if he's even got one. He is going to be pushed back for now. Where are the observers, man? We've got Reavers over here in the top left-hand corner. It looks like another breakthrough for Saxon. He's going to break these two Reavers. I guess there weren't enough Scarabs inside of them at the beginning of this fight. He just gets in at the right time and stops these two Robos from producing. That's super unfortunate. Those Robos and Reavers, very, very expensive units, and they got picked off for hardly any cost here on the side of Saxon, just running them down immediately as soon as they were popping out there, and that's a great trade for him. Of course, there's nothing in terms of minerals at this base, but that's fine for now. 1,500 gas, 4,000 minerals for Dewalt. He's still got a lot to work with here. Only 145 supply. That's not good, but he should be able to at least max out one more time. Looks like he spent a ton of gas somewhere. I'm not sure exactly what. Oh, 10 High Templar. Okay, he's going to build 10 High Templar. And with 10 High Templar, that's 5 Archons. That's pretty good. That's a pretty serious army. It's hard to fight that many Archons, seriously. This will probably do it though. What I'm seeing on my screen, that's enough, I think, to fight what we've got here, plus those 5 more Archons. Looks like he's coming back here to save his mining down in the bottom right, but a big flank coming out of Saxon. He's going to surround this army. Can he actually get up this ramp? I feel like absolutely Dewalt needs to run up this ramp right now. He's losing his Zealots. He's losing his Templar. He needs to make more Archons right now. The Lurkers are edging in closer and closer as well. Here comes some Lings. He does manage to get up this ramp. That's a big... Whoa, 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 whoa. Not able to get those last few Templar, though. Oh, man. These 3 Templar getting stuck on the ramp. That's unfortunate. He's going to lose those. And still with the harassment. The Guardian harassment is hilarious. It's still going on here. And looks like this has been picked off. Did he manage to deplete that? No, he's actually 1,500 gas. So that's pretty good for Saxon to deny that extra 1,500 gas. That's a lot of Archons to be built. But, oh man, getting through here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A ton of Templar coming down from the north. There's just too much, though. And Dewalt taps out. He loses this base. I guess that was the final stand for Dewalt. I feel like when his army was right here and just couldn't get up this ramp, that was probably the losing moment there. If he'd gotten those, whatever, 7 Templar that he had up this ramp, there's no way you can run up here with the with this number of Ling. I mean, with any number of Ling Lurker, just running up this ramp is basically impossible with that many Templar. But he does manage to get up there. He does manage to kill off a bunch of those Templar, and I didn't see him produce Archons there, but probably he did flank with those. A bunch of Templar mixed in as well, and ends up getting crushed. It feels bad, man, to end the game with 3,500 minerals in the bank. But Saxon played a great game. He played really nicely positionally. The defense was fantastic in this area. I mean, Dewalt looked like he was about to break through and kill this base. That could have been a game ender, but Saxry tenacious in holding off all of those attacks. The Guardian play was really funny, just continuously harassing here. It wasn't going to end up killing this base, but it did force a lot of storms out, and it made it easier to surround and eventually break this base. So nice job by Saxry. Another great game between these two, and a tight one at that. So I'm going to continue with these replay casts, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely, if you did, like and subscribe. I'm also looking for more replays. I've got this one pack that was sent to me on Reddit, but if you do have more replays, if you have some replays that you want to see casted, let me know. Hit me up in the Discord. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. And if you want to see more of these replays, and even if you don't have replays to be casted, go ahead and type a comment saying that you want to see more of these. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one.